Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
Oh, will you guys stop chasing each other off? You guys are gonna die of thirst. Come on.
We are here because this is a lot more interesting.
Sadly, than we are.
Man,
I had no idea hummingbirds got so pissy. Really? You both need to have a drink. There's 4 different ones. Just share.
There's that one, and then there's 2 others.
But no.
So anyway, speaking of animals, and for some reason you're
I'm
holding
holding
a
a kitten. Do you think that might be discouraging the birds? I'm just thinking of that.
It could. Shh. Quiet, we're waiting for them to come back.
It's like Wild Kingdom. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
All right, I have to tell you, to be honest with you, being in traffic is not something I'm used to. Being in radio for 30 years, I went to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, only crazy people are awake then. But here I am in traffic on a rare occasion. It's only one thing worse than being in traffic is being in traffic in the HOV lane, though we are moving rather nicely. The best combination of this is if you are traveling north and you are in the HOV lane and you are going 75 miles an hour, and on the southbound lane to your left, everyone is at a standstill. That is the ultimate karma damning scenario. If you are flying along and everyone on your left heading south, it's all ticked off. But doesn't it kind of, I don't know, I don't mean to be mean, but don't you get kind of a chuckle out of it saying, I'm going north. You're gonna sit there forever, like right now. Okay. So we're passing all this traffic because we're in the HOV lane. Because I have an HOV with me. Hi, Zach. Hi. And so we are traveling along rather nicely. And it's just, why doesn't everyone have a person with them? If Jackie wasn't here, I would inflate someone. I would make a dummy, and I would set him up in there, and I'd wave his hand around with a string, and I'd make that, because this is, having not driven traffic that much here in Utah, if I were you, and it took me an hour to get home every day, I would buy myself a flamethrower, and I would mount it to the hood of my car, and I would use it on a daily basis. So, first of all, hats off to all of you who are so patient in driving along, and so patient and caring, and don't have road rage. And for all the people who are going the other direction, who are stuck in gridlock traffic, you know karma's going to kick me in the ass, right? You do that. Okay. All right,
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
All right, give me the 411.
I've been waiting for this.
Go ahead.
Do you remember a couple of weeks ago we told you about the LDS Millionaire? You may have seen the billboards along I-15, and they were having women sign up, and the application had things like your body type and do you have an LDS temple permit and blah, blah, blah. Well, 2,500 women apparently did sign up for this.
But moms don't count. You can't do it. They got sued.
My daughter's great.
They got sued, by the way.
Who did?
They did. They had to change the name.
You're thinking about Provo Bachelor, sweetie.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, Provo Bachelor. That was, they tried to do it exactly how the real Bachelor went.
All right.
LDS Millionaire is apparently safe because they then narrowed it down to 50 women and then down to 20. And these 20 women were limousined up to an undisclosed location, all
Wheeler
dressed
Farm?
up.
Oh.
I think this is the place, actually, if I were looking at it. And they all were escorted in, and I guess they had their photos taken and looking all pretty. Now, here's the only thing
What does someone win?
Well, he is, the description of the potential future husband is
dude.
tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, there he is.
6'1" tall, between 31 and 45 years old.
3 wives. No. I kid.
Kind of a white spread there. So, but apparently...
What was the age again?
Between 31 and 45 years old. The women had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and they were ushered into a room where they took seats at a round table and were given a welcome gift, a Kate Spade necklace. Here's the description: in a classy box with an LED light shining on the heart pendant when it was opened. The man emceeing the event asked the ladies to put the necklace away for now while they were prepared for the big unveiling
Okay.
of the millionaire. Now, a lot of this is up on Vimeo. You can catch it there. But they put up like these two clamps in a sheet so that there's just the silhouette of this guy, and he was kind of posing, had one knee out. And
I was expecting it to be a fitted sheet because
Well,
it
you
seemed
know.
like it wasn't really production-wise put together correctly, but
his hobbies, and being a Little League umpire, watching Breaking Bad, eating ice cream, and drinking Diet Coke. And
Right.
finally, the sheet dropped, and the description says, as the women got the first glimpse of their mystery guy, there was a sigh of relief that he was everything he'd been described to be.
36 and 45.
Yeah, they also did not release the identity, so that's kind of 31 through 45.
Right.
He entertained the women with a PowerPoint production of the top 10 reasons he decided to find his wife.
Stop talking just for a second, please. A what?
The top 10 reasons he
No.
decided. A PowerPoint production of why he decided to
Do
find
you
a
have a
wife.
laser pointer? And now you see over here.
Now, this is a phrase that's sort of like troubling. The women were so fun and genuine, most of them. Okay, so in any case, I guess as dinner went on, he walked around to all the tables and got to know the women and had 5-minute dates.
Creepy.
So you get to know them a little bit better. And then as they left, they were given a hug and a rose and
Creepy.
got back to the limo to be escorted back into reality.
Ah, creepy.
And I guess then he selected several women for one-on-one dates that will be tomorrow and Sunday, which I'm dying to find out.
Where's this showing?
This is my favorite. He stated to the press that he was blown away by the quality of the women.
Ah, as a rancher is when he goes to the cattle rodeo and auction.
My skin is crawling off my
I
body.
have got the heebies. Where can people see this? Is there?
It's on Vimeo, and it's LDS Millionaire. If you want to go catch that yourself, it's
It's waiting for you.
I'm beginning to rethink Tinder at this point.
I actually want to go watch it now, don't you?
You kind of have to.
Just
you know we do, right? Yeah.
If the women come in with ear tags like the steer do, I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to let you know that. Let me talk about someone famous.
Keanu Reeves. Now, this is a man I
Now,
love.
first of all,
I could never have a crush on Keanu Reeves, and I wanted to, but there was one main reason. He looks precisely like my older brother, Tim.
He
I mean,
does.
to like an eerie level. Like to
does.
the fact that my brother had been mistaken for Keanu several times and once grabbed, which scared him.
Right.
So it was kind of like, I can't, but I love him.
the newest meme, and it seems like he has come out of nowhere to a certain extent. It's like he's been gone for a while.
Well, he did John Wick. He did really hardcore action stuff.
No, he did John Wick. He's also doing Always Be My Maybe, which
It is a great show on Netflix. You have to
hilarious
watch
show,
it.
by the way. And the meme is when she introduces him as her new boyfriend, and it's a slow motion walk, and people
Striding through the
and people are
restaurant.
putting it to all these different '80s songs, and it's just amazing.
The Take My Breath Away one is my favorite.
I don't understand his facial hair. I don't. I have
He
to
just
say.
looks awesome, okay?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna
Keanu
leave
Reeves
it
could be
there.
wearing a bag over his head and he would still look awesome.
He's also in Toy Story 4. He's also one of the voices there.
And we've told you about the story about how they had that god-awful plane issue and they all got rerouted on a bus to like Pasadena or something.
Right.
And he like took over and like made everybody happy and directed them onto the bus and did like this tour as they
Right,
went through.
right.
It was amazing.
And now just remember,
Just for no reason, because he's awesome.
if your dream is to have him get a little grabby on you, it ain't going to happen. Because, and I just saw 50 photos in a
I
row.
love him.
And this is what he does. Hey, would you take a picture with me? Sure, I will. Okay, now here's your hand. Watch the hand. So it's always, can you see that? You can see that,
you can
right?
see that, right?
Yeah, it's always open.
Yeah,
It's
he's very careful not to actually
he,
touch.
He does this, and it's not something that he asks. It's not something that people say, don't touch me. And it works for men and women
I think he is
of all ages.
If I had the to hazard a guess, I would think that he was uncomfortable with being touched by strangers.
He might be.
But he's also very kind and he wants to be
Right.
polite.
So his
but I
shirt
also think
sleeve,
it's.
his shirt sleeve's cool,
But I think
but
that he
his
is
hand
also.
is open, always
Yeah.
open.
I think that he also respects women, and especially with the Me Too issues.
Too thing?
I think he's trying to be respectful about. I'm not going to grab you just because you asked for a picture, which I
Right.
thought is really neat.
Right.
But see, it's one more reason to love this man.
It is. So if you go
He's
and
so
see
perfect.
him and you want to be grabbed,
too late. It's not going to happen.
Specifically ask.
You might have to request and pay extra
You might
because
have
he's
to
not just
write
going to do it.
some notarized statement of some sort.
But he's always sweet. I mean, he's really, really nice.
Hey, you know what we've missed out on?
Explain this collectible issue to me.
We've missed out on the Beanie Babies. Now, Beanie Babies,
That was like an 80s thing.
I know, man. People had garage fulls of them. They were selling some for $2,600. A completely manufactured craze. Mm-hmm. The Beanie Babies were not worth $2,500.
No.
The beans in them were food storage, basically.
That's what you ended up with, yeah.
And so basically someone right now has 350 pounds worth of bean storage in their garage that the mice are eating. Things that are collectible that you wouldn't think. Kool-Aid drink packages, unopened.
Wait a minute. You mean
Kool-Aid.
like from what, 1981, you
Sure.
got a Kool-Aid packet and
1970.
you can sell it on eBay for money.
Yes, the especially the pink Smingo.
The pink smamingo,
It's the name of the drink.
like a flamingo, but
They put out specialty drinks, much like
Sure.
Oreos do.
Sure, yeah.
Just sold for $225 a package, unopened.
I've heard of artificially inflated markets before, but this seems
A display of 1960s grape packages sold for $250. A single pack of Rockadile Red closed out at $125. People are sharing Kool-Aid. And if you don't remember the day that people used to dye their hair with this,
Oh yeah,
Because
we
you-
did that when I was a kid.
Did you?
Oh, totally. Are you kidding?
because
Yeah.
now you think of everybody's got pink and red and
Because
purple
we both
hair.
had blondish hair when we were little, and so it was easy. It soaked right in at the roots, man. It was awesome.
When I went to camp, we called it bug juice. It wasn't Kool-Aid brand. It was bug juice.
Mm-hmm.
And you took a 5-gallon bucket and you opened up this little container that was about that big.
So this is the creepy concentrated version,
Oh my gosh.
and you could mix it with water, and it would feed 1,000 Boy
My
Scouts.
friend had a purple hand. He spilt it on himself for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. It was like industrial dye.
Wow.
And so you'd open that up and you'd carefully dump that in, and then you'd add like 50,000 pounds of sugar on it. And it was bug juice, and that's what we drank all summer long. But it wasn't worth $225.
Now the question is, has anyone ever opened one of the packets to drink it?
Yes, they have, and they were very disappointed.
Yeah, it was 40 freaking years old. I
Right.
mean, sugar lasts, but there's a
Well,
shelf.
most of it that was sold without sugar in it. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right. The
It
old
was
days,
just a
yeah.
thin little package.
Yeah,
and you
the old days, that's right.
Just the dye and the flavor.
Wow. Okay, explain the Oreo business then, because while we're in the subject of weird flavors,
Oh, I did mention Oreos, didn't I? These people
right here.
are geniuses.
They really have redesigned. Remember when Hydrox got all upset because they were basically like cutting them out of the market forever? Hydrox was the original sandwich cookie, the dark sandwich cracker, cookies with the vanilla, whatever that thing is inside.
Right.
And they were pissed off because Oreo was doing unfair trading practices to get them off the shelves.
taking the shelf space up
Oreo has been pure evil.
with their different flavors, and they've been crushing the market. They've been crushing you.
We've all obediently bought them because we had to on principle.
And we think about all your favorite flavors that have come out. The eggnog one during Christmas. I mean, the
I like
mints.
the 4th of July with Pop Rocks in it. That's pretty
the
good.
sparkly things,
Yeah.
yes.
Zoe dug that.
There's a new one, and this is so funny. They are going to unveil a new one at the end of the summer, and they're not going to tell you what it is, but you can, of course, guess, as people have, and go to their website and win prizes.
They did this last year, and I saw the tweets. They weren't pretty. One woman said this is obviously Fruit Loops, and another guy said it was
Fruity
the
Pebbles.
Okay, the other guy said this was the worst thing he'd ever put in his mouth, which I'm thinking.
I doubt that. I just doubt that.
There's some Oreo flavors that I've regretted.
Not the worst thing he's ever put in his mouth.
I've regretted some of them.
So the guessing game is going on their website, but there is a poem. Would you please?
There's a poem.
Yes.
We are excited to say a new mystery is on the way. New flavors, new clues. We confirm the news. Get ready to free your inner detective. You'll need those skills to be effective. The clues might be riddles, might be rhymes. Guess the flavor for a chance to win big this time. There are many more surprises in store. Keep an eye on the flip side of summer for more.
For a cookie.
Multi-million-dollar ad campaign. Zoe could have written a better poem than that.
It wasn't bad, though.
What do you think it's going to be? I'm trying to think of any
It's
permutation
fall.
of
It's
flavor.
end of summer. I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking.
They've done pumpkin spice. We know it's not that.
I think it's Thanksgiving meal.
How about burning leaves? It's burning leaves. It is. It's burning leaves.
Give me one of those. Here comes the fire department. Why? Because it's burning leaves. You got a lot
My
to
mouth
do
is
it.
smoking.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very funny.
All right, I actually have really good news. For everybody, traditionally, during summer, right after Memorial Day, it goes kaboom and all the gas prices hike like crazy.
That's true.
And we pretty much all know we're getting gouged, but you can't help it. So you fill up the tank and you mortgage a kidney or something and you're off.
Right.
Gas prices are falling dramatically. As a matter of fact, part of it is because we have booming oil production here. OPEC hasn't really been a factor. And the thing that's kind of cool about it, though, they have fallen. It stood at $2.72 a gallon for regular gas nationwide. It's down 17 cents for May, another 7 cents just in the last week. They say
Even in Utah?
within a couple of weeks we're going to be below $2 a gallon here in Utah.
Okay.
Because we're usually one of the ones that sees a lower price faster.
I have a little update for you. There were 4 tankers attacked in the Middle East filled with gasoline and such.
Okay.
And they have driven the price of oil starting to go back up because people are worried about the supply. Sorry to ruin and burst your bubble. Just happened yesterday.
Is there anything that you can destroy? Is there any way that you can remove my simple joy?
All right, let's cut. Let's rewind. And you just end up with your happy news, and I won't say a thing. There you go. All right, well, happy Father's Day to dads out there and fathers and stepdads.
I'm not getting you anything for Father's Day
I wasn't
now.
expecting anything.
Not after that, Mr. Killjoy.
Purposely not. All right, you guys have a great day on the ton. They're in daily stream. We'll see you later.
You are just...
I just saw it on the
Oh,
news.
look, I'm going to destroy your happiness. You look like you might have a smidgen of happiness in your life. I'm going to crush it like a bug. Thanks.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I have to look forward to are the burning leaves Oreos.
Oh, that's going to be good, though.